Hey guys, Luna here. Welcome to a brand new build series where we are going to build ourselves a town in Fallout 4. So as you can see here, we are in the very beginning of the game, which is the town called Sanctuary. And this is where we're going to build our town. Now the main reason that we're going to build here is just because it's the very beginning of the game and it's pretty much everyone will know where this is. So it's definitely the best place to start building. And the second reason we're going to choose Sanctuary is because, if you think about it, it's a pretty good strategic location. We have this kind of river going right around the entire thing, and it's essentially an island, and it's a very good place to defend. There's only one way in or out, except for these are hills, but you have to cross the water. And yeah, so it'll be a good place to fortify. Okay, so let's get started looking around. Before I show you guys the menu and just the types of things you can do around here, I'm going to tell you some of the plans I have. Now, Sanctuary is kind of split up into two areas. We kind of have this long street here, which leads to the way out, the bridge over there. And if we go up this way, past our old house, which you start at the beginning of the game, and the garage, we have kind of this little circle right here, with a big tree in the middle. Okay, so what I'm thinking, guys, for our town is we kind of make this a little market area with different stores, different places where you can craft items, different things where you can buy around this area, using all the different buildings in the circle as different kind of shops. And then we use the street that leads down to the bridge as just residential houses, where we can have all of our residents live in. Alright guys, so that's just the basic idea for our town. Now obviously guys, we will have lots and lots and lots more things added into the town other than the basic things we can see here. Because there are quite a lot of things in the crafting menu that we can add that's not just these houses. But we will cover them in future videos. Okay, this is just a basic video giving you guys just a basic overview and just the planning that I'm going to be doing for this place. Alright, before we do anything, the first thing you guys are going to do is make sure that you have the Scrapper perk. Now the way you do that is at the very beginning of the game when you choose your specials, you want to have an intelligence of 5. Okay, and what the Scrapper perk does, if you go to a workbench like this, you have the option to scrap your weapons and your armor. Okay, and it gives you components like that, you get 4 steel for it, which you can then use for building. Okay, so if you guys are serious about building a town, that is something that will really help you out. Alright, so the two things you're going to want to know for building your town is, the first thing, your crafting menu. Alright, and you can see here, you have loads of different categories: structure, furniture, decoration, power, defense, resources, stores, and crafting. Alright, and within each of these categories, you have subcategories: wood, metal, doors, fences, miscellaneous. Now if we just take a look at the first one, wood, you can place down structures anywhere in your town so long as it's within the limits of your town. You can see over there is a kind of green border that goes around, and you can't place things outside of it. You can only place things inside so long as it's clear. Alright, maybe in the future they'll come up with an expansion so we can increase the size of our town. That would be kind of cool. But for now, you can only place things inside the limits of your town. And there are loads of different things. You can pre-build a house like this one, a large shack. But the cool thing is, guys, you can place down, if we take a look, floors, alright, walls, roofs, stairs. You guys can actually build your own house from the start, which is what we will do in the next episode. We're going to start off by building our very own house using all of these. Okay? So we'll just go back and take a look at some of these other categories. Furniture, decorate your house. There's quite a few things in there. We're not going to go over them all because we have plenty of time for all that. Decoration, power, again, we won't cover that until later. Defenses, that's not something we'll need right this second. Resources, stores, that's how we will turn this whole place here into a marketplace with all the different stores in each of the different buildings. And there are quite a few other things. Resources, you can grow crops and stuff. Okay, so there's lots of things, you can look through them, but that is where all of your things that you can build are kept. Now finally guys, what you need to do before you start building anything in your town is figure out how to scrap things, pick things up, or put things into storage. Okay? Now things are separated into yellow, or if you look over here, there would be something blue. Let's see. Yep, that was blue. Okay? Yellow things, you can only scrap them, okay? Or leave them where they are. Now if you scrap something, which I will do to here, you get resources, which will help you be able to build things. So we can get rid of that. It also kind of cleans up the whole town. And if something's blue,
I know
which
I'm
means
not
it's
the
a
only
bit more
person here
important,
who's lost someone.
you can pick it up,
I miss him so
move
much.
it, which is good for decorating your house. There we go, chair in the kitchen. Or you could scrap it like some of the other things, or you could put it into your store. Okay, and you can use it at a later date. So before we get started building our house, guys, I'm just going to go around the entire town. I'm going to scrap every single thing that is highlighted in yellow. And it doesn't just include small things. If you look over here, you can scrap this entire house and you get quite a lot of materials to help you. Okay guys, so I'm going to do that. In part 2, we will get started building our very own house from the beginning. And then we will probably take some more time to do a bit more planning for our town. But I think the first thing first, we will build a house. Okay guys? Hope you enjoyed this small video, and I will see you in part 2.